So this may look like any ordinary couple, but hold your awes because this is actually a daughter and dad duo. This is Patrick and Sarah Gretchel. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, but I have to go on a deep dive into them. So if you don't know who Patrick and Sarah are, they recently gained fame on TikTok. So back in around 2021 is when Sarah started her own personal TikTok account. And on this account, she would post anything from cosplay to outfits, and I will attach some videos here. I think they're harmless, maybe? I mean, I post way worse and cringy stuff than that, so I give Sarah a pass. But Sarah describes how she slowly started to feel like she was losing herself. So this caused her to take a huge turn on social media, making it her individual account into a duo account with her dad. And before I even researched this case, I asked my dad to make TikToks with me all the time. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with having a close relationship with your father, but we're going to talk about why this is such a big deal and why people are actually a little concerned. So, it wasn't until Patrick talked to Sarah because he saw one of his own daughters on his For You page for whatever reason why his For You page is filled with teenagers cosplaying. Yeah, I don't know. This caused him to actually step in because he saw this as a threat. Oh no, no. And he managed to talk Sarah out of this persona she was putting online. And honestly, it just seems like a lot of people have been saying they felt like this was more Patrick's idea and it slowly turned Sarah's opinion to match his. Patrick's talk was enough to convince Sarah to actually delete all her TikToks and all her videos, which you can find some online because they have hundreds and millions of accounts that I'm still struggling to find. But anyways, she did a huge change. She deleted her social media, she changed it all. She decided to keep her friends that stuck by her when she became her true self, but she was still loving posting on social media, which caused her to ask her dad to actually join her account. Like I said, a lot of people felt like this was more of Patrick's idea than it was Sarah's, and slowly it seemed like he wasn't okay with Sarah freely expressing herself and was able to talk her out of it and making her think that the identity she put out wasn't truly her. Like I said, I got a lot of this information from the Reddit, and one user, which I don't even know if this is the username, but major-discussion-102, they said that they made multiple ghost or fake accounts and would comment under the dad and daughter's account and would comment asking if Sarah's allowed to go on dates or if she does go on any. And instead of getting a response or none at all, they noticed that every single account that they would comment this on would magically be deleted or blocked or something. And if this happened once, I don't think it's a big deal, but for this to be a pattern is a little suspicious. So Sarah is apparently 22 currently, so she is my age. But she has one thing that I don't. A ring on this finger right here. Basically, this family gained huge media attention when her dad Patrick proposed to his own daughter Sarah with a wedding ring. But actually, no. It's not a wedding ring. To me, it's even worse. He proposed to her on one knee with a purity ring. So if you think this couldn't get worse, it actually does, because during his whole engagement, he decides to give her a speech. And in the speech, he tells her how proud of him he is of her to be kept so pure. So after he praised his daughter for being so pure, he popped on one knee and asked the question. Because he wanted her to make a promise to both him and God that this is what she's going to do until she's married. Don't worry, Patrick himself says that this proposal isn't real, but rather a way to show his daughter that he is proud of her. I'm sorry, my dad has never gone on one knee to show me that he is proud of me, and I know he's proud of me. Without that, that's so, I don't know. So in this video, he says Sarah's 20, and I'm not sure if he rounded her age down 2 years to make it better, or if he's just, I don't know. But anyways, he says, and quote, "First of all, you're 20 years old, and most kids your age are not pure. Well, I want to thank you for being here and give you something. Sarah, will you wear this ring as a sign and a promise to God and me to remain pure until the day you're married?" So personally, I thought most people may think this is odd, but some comments were actually supporting this. One user wrote, "This was a beautiful gesture and our generation is just blowing things out of proportion," which, to be honest, happens a lot. Yes, the internet will take one video and blow things out of proportion, but It just seems like Patrick has a pattern that is potentially causing and raising some red flags. So remember when Sarah wanted to make her TikTok more authentic because her father didn't like her cosplaying or videos? Well, these are the photos he took of her himself. I understand having a close relationship with your father or anyone, but I would like to say Patrick actually believes, I read this online, I didn't hear this from him, I read online that sorry, my dog's barking. I read online that Patrick does not believe in boundaries in family relationships. I'm sorry, but a healthy relationship personally to me means that you have those boundaries set up so people know where to overstep your own personal guidelines. I mean, who doesn't have personal boundaries? I'm sure if you go and annoy Patrick, he's gonna set some boundaries up. So I don't get why he's saying there's no boundaries in healthy family relationships. Everyone has boundaries, and I feel like making it healthy means those boundaries are in place. So if you're wondering, where's Sarah's mom? Where's whatever? Well, they actually all live together in a hotel room. They claim to have moved multiple times, but each time it seems like they always end up in one hotel room with them. So the family consists of 4: the dad, daughter, mom, and younger brother. However, a lot of people claim the family in total, the mom specifically, and just doesn't seem all there, and I don't want to speculate too much on that situation, but I will let you know. Apparently, it's them 4 in one hotel room for the most part. So the proposal was one thing, but there was another video that also blew up, and not for great reasons. It was because they went on a dad and daughter date, which is so sweet. I mean, I've seen a lot of people do that, and it is a total normal situation, except when you end up in the bed with your dad in a red slip nightgown. So in this video, when they come home from the date, they do a little transition where she just changes into a red velvet nightie with her dad, and it's just them 2 on a bed. And it's just very uncomfortable just even saying this. It's just... So some allegations include grooming his own daughter.
There are age gap relationships now.
Oh, that's true.
Lots of them.
Yeah.
But, you know, and that's fine. Whatever.
Yeah.
Age is just a number. But
yeah.
This is my daughter, okay?
Yeah.
And this is the main concern. So I actually tried watching a video on YouTube about this channel, and I personally couldn't find any, which is why I decided to make this video. However, the information is very scattered about this because this family is just very... It's hard to track them because they have so many accounts, so many posts, and they're constantly deleting and making new ones. I'm really hoping this video gives some sense of awareness and we're able to hopefully bring the correct and proper attention for Sarah in order for her to receive any help if she needs it. But at the same time, we don't know what's fully going on. All we can understand is what we see online and nothing else. Some people have noticed that in these videos, Sarah seems to have dark eyes, and how her father will post one video dedicated to his wife and 3 videos dedicated to Sarah. So 1 for his wife, 3 to his daughter, and 0 for his son. And on their family YouTube channel, the name of their family listed in order goes from Patrick, Sarah, wife, son. And to me, I think I've seen so many family channels on YouTube and the order has never missed from parents then kids. So Patrick actually also writes books, and these are not ordinary books, no. I haven't read them, but I have read summaries, and the main theme of his books are forbidden love. The main story is about a princess that falls in love with a dragon, and this is very unconventional and not something that people find normal in the story. This further caused more people to speculate about the parallels of the book versus Patrick's fantasies and what he's actually writing about. This is all alleged, but it does make you question some things. If you have read the book yourself, I actually would love to know what you thought about it and if it gave any weird feelings at all, or if you thought it was completely normal. People have also worried about Patrick's anger because there's one video that was surfaced of someone filming him and his pet. And in this video, you can see that the person filming, Patrick, goes a little too close to his liking. And because they did this, the look on his face just goes, he ain't happy. Not only that, but people are also not happy with how they keep their pets. They have a bearded dragon, and Sarah has also made her username on TikTok is future SeaWorld trainer. And because we all know the controversy surrounding SeaWorld, it is a touchy subject that many people don't support. She also posted one video basically saying, "Why do you want to be a SeaWorld trainer?" And the response was, "Mama said it was okay." And then she puts a picture of Dawn Bronchu, who is the SeaWorld trainer who unfortunately lost her life in 2010 due to an orca attack. So this video, plus countless of other videos Sarah posts about supporting SeaWorld and justifying their actions, has caused more people to be angry and more attention to the duo. So on their reptiles Instagram account, they posted these photos. And I will leave them there and let you discuss how you feel, because we may not see eye to eye. Personally, I think they're a little strange. And because the whole reason why Sarah decided to remove her old TikTok and start a new one was because she wanted to build her own individual self and wanted her own true self to come out. But now that her so-called true self is out, it seems like everything she puts out is with her dad, which it seems like she's kind of away from that individuality she was once gaining and instead becoming more codependent on her father. Sarah once had an Instagram account as well, and this was all individual, all her, but when she made that transition, the username actually changed to Daddy's Little Nature Girl. And many noticed during this time, Sarah's appearance began to change. Not into the more sophisticated women you would believe someone from teenagers or early adult would be transitioning into, but rather reversing in age. She started to wear pigtails and wearing outfits that people thought made her appear younger. In general, her whole demeanor seemed to change and began to act more childlike. And if you don't see an issue with that, that is a whole issue on its own, because people like Belle Delphine can hint why it is an issue. So the relationship the two have, some have been saying that Patrick thinks of himself like a god and gives himself a god complex. I don't even think he's acting like a parent, because most of these times he is looking for his best interest and not for his daughter's. To me, it's clear he's using this as a tactic to manipulate and get what he wants, and it makes her seem like it's something she wants as well, when in reality, I think it's Patrick. This is one Instagram caption they had up. He literally writes, quote, "She is such a beautiful woman inside and out, because I want to show her how a godly man is supposed to act." Pause right there. My dad did not need to propose to me with a purity ring and take me out on dates in a red velvet nightie in order to show me that he respects me as his daughter. He didn't need to do that to show me how a man is supposed to act. Maybe talk to your daughter. Treat her with respect and as your daughter, not as a wife. And to make things even worse and weirder, he added these hashtags. Hashtag Christian men. Hashtag Christian father. Hashtag I love my daughter. Hashtag best daughter ever. Hashtag daddy's little girl. Hashtag daddy's princess. Yeah, I mean, like, if she's a little girl, I get it. But she's 22. I think everything just doesn't sit right with me. So it's clear to me that Patrick doesn't make the best judgment. But maybe his music taste is a little better? Nope, because what the heck? Does he forget he has a son? I feel like I don't even remember he has a son. Or wife. They have so many accounts they just start and then throw out, and it's all because of so much hate they've been gaining, and all the attention is strictly on Patrick. And personally, I think it's even more concerning that the father is continuously deleting these comments, blocking them, making new accounts, anything to avoid these allegations without directly facing them. I personally, this is my opinion, but I think if this is something that you are like, no, I am not doing this with my daughter, this is a normal relationship, set it out straight, tell people, explain, please give us context. But when you are strictly looking at what they are putting out, it just seems very unsettling. A lot of people get uncomfy. There has been people who have said things that they have seen patterns and issues and behaviors that Sarah is showing that they see red flags in because they have gone through something similar themselves. I think when it comes to perspective, I mean, there's one side where a lot of people are actually supporting the duo, saying that they're happy the dad's spending a lot of quality time with his daughter because they couldn't have that experience with their own fathers. But I think there's a healthy middle. I think it's great that he's spending time with his daughter, but I think there's boundaries that need to be in place, and it's important to have boundaries. It just seems like there's been many unhealthy and disturbing red flags that have showed up, and it's not one instance, it's multiple, and it just doesn't seem like it's getting any better. As of now, it seems like the two are getting more attention because of their viral videos, but their content, once again, is really hard to find. As of now, this is how much I was able to find, but I think I'm gonna cut off the video here. And next time, if there's any updates or things that I find out, I will make an updated part 2 video. So that's where I'm gonna end with Sarah and Patrick's story, and I really would love to know what you guys think about it. If you guys think this is any red flags, or is it completely normal? Is this a normal relationship and the internet's blowing it out of proportion? I just hope Sarah's able to get whatever resources she needs, if she does need them, and hopefully is able to maintain a healthy relationship with her family. Also, if you didn't notice, this is my first video. I just want to say thank you so much if you are watching, and if you made it this far. Please criticize me, and I'm being serious, but maybe say it a little nicer because I would cry. Maybe give me a compliment sandwich, I don't know. But truthfully, I want to make the best content as I can possible, and I would love feedback so I can improve on the next one. And I would love responses and to know what you think on this, plus whatever you want to hear as well. It can be anything. Tell me what you want to hear. Tell me what you want to see. I'll do it. Trust me, I will. Anyways, I'll leave the links below to the Reddit thread and some other things as well. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye!